Hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you're welcome again to another edition of the Afro Social Workers Forum. And today we are dealing with an amazing conversation dealing with fakeness in one surrounding with your expert, of course, myself, Vera Sompon, and Batemona-Abeke. We are having challenging moments now. I do not know how much and how many times you've heard about fake news and, of course, the things surrounding our environment. I don't know how often you heard that Africa was a very poor continent, even though you know that it is not a poor continent. I don't know in what kind of relations you are right now, but I'm sure that you know what it is to have people that are faking around us and to have fake news. And you know the consequences of fakeness. Today, we are going to be having this daring conversation. Hey, join the conversation. Make sure you share the link with friends and families. Maybe someone at the corner could just be needing this information right now. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Mama Becky. How are you today? Looking beautiful as usual. Hey, but this is not fake. It is true.
Thank
How are
you.
you, ma'am?
I'm quite fine. Thank you, my colleague Vera Sompon. Thank you that our program, that you have also been working on the background to make sure that our Afro Social Forums program is again live and lively. Thank you that we are here today. My name is Batemona-Abeke. For those that don't know me, I'm a social worker, a trauma consultant, and I am doing counseling, doing trainings with regards also anti-racism work and anti-discrimination work in Köln. We are coaching, we are mentoring African families and persons here in Cologne and in Germany, and we are very happy to be here this evening. And we are happy to have a wonderful topic. We have learned from so many people that it's very daring for us to come up with this topic tonight because it's a topic that is affecting most of us in our surroundings, in our community, in our society. And we are hoping that with our 1 hour conversation, that somebody somewhere today is going to be touched and also be moved. I am representing Pamoja Africa, which is an institution here in Cologne that is dealing with youth and the children rights, with creating awareness in the community on different topics. And yes, we are very happy to be your experts this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Let me start, ma'am. I don't know, we are working a lot with different kinds of people and as social workers. I'm sure that you hear a lot of stories. I hear lots of stories every day. And if I was supposed to judge people by the stories we hear, it would be terrible, catastrophic. So that's a good thing that as social workers we are having the tools not to judge people and of course to really carry people along, help people, support people. But these days in which we are living, a whole lot of fake things are coming around us. I don't know, ma'am, in your praxis, in your office, at your job site, and all that, have you experienced fakeness? Well, how do you define fakeness?
Yes, to answer you straight, yes. Dealing with fakeness, where there could be fake news or fake persons, fake information is something that we witness on a day-to-day life. But along the line, we have become professionals in dealing with fakeness, and this is why we decided to bring up this topic today, so that we can assist somebody out there who is still struggling to deal with fakeness. Now, I'm going to define what fakeness is, and also to say the relatives, because fakeness is not alone. Fakeness has also a lot of relatives. And some of the actual fakeness is not being real. This is the simple explanation of a definition of fakeness. And fakeness has also relatives, and one of the four relatives is frowned. We could also say fakeness is to be deceitful, it's hypocrisy, it's dishonesty, it's faithlessness, it's mendacity, slickness. It could be also seen as lies and double dealing, lip service, pretense, inauthenticity, name it. We can define it a lot. So all these ones are synonyms or relatives of fakeness.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I when you are talking, you said deceitfulness. You said um lies. It could be seen as lies. It could be seen as being untrue, being unauthentic, and all that. I had a conversation with someone that really shocked me, and I was thinking, I think that was where we came up with the idea. Hey, we got to talk about this topic, this conversation. You know,
Yes.
a young lady who gave everything up for a husband, and then she was so hoping and dreaming that this man was her, what was a perfect match. It wasn't a millionaire, it wasn't something great, but she just felt this one is something good. I can cope with this one because he is true, right? And
Yes.
then just a few years, not even 2 years into the marriage, discovers that this man is a 419, is a fraud, is a cheat, is a liar. I mean, she was just broken. And I was thinking within me, how did she not see these things? Can one detect fakeness, ma'am?
Yes, you can detect fakeness, but you have to be very attentive. You have
Mm-hmm.
to, yeah, let me say, very attentive, very observant, and you have to have a very high social IQ. For Christians or in the Christian fold, we talk of having a gift. It is actually a gift of the Holy Spirit for those that are believers among ourselves. We are talking of having that gift to discern spirits, to know what spirit is in operation at this particular time. Now, I'm going to break out in our secular world. We are talking of social intelligence, that social IQ, to know that something is not right here, to smell a rat. We use this idiom. You have to smell a rat. You have to feel something in your stomach will tell you, something is not right here somewhere. So these are some of the examples. There's something that is going to happen. You're going to sense. You're going to see with your body language, or even if you don't talk, somebody will maybe say something or behave in a way. You look at this person straight in your face, and you will have a certain body expression where you'll be like, you will step back or you will stammer, you will frown, you will like, seriously. So those are this is how you can detect something that is fake, something that is not right. God has given us this the gift in us. When something is not right, you start feeling something is flaky somewhere, but most of the times we are not able to detect what this is. Most of the time we are overcarrying, because fake people, even fake liars, fake news. Let's just take an example of fake news. I mean, all of us have come to know what fake news is during the last 4 years, in the era of a president who will be leaving the office in a day or two. So this is when fake news, I don't even want to mention the name. I don't want to give it that importance. So this is why these fake news became so common. And even now, for example, during the time of this pandemic, there are a lot of fake news, fake information being distributed.
Mm-hmm.
And another example that is ruining us now, there is the news that WhatsApp will start using news
Mm-hmm.
information on,
Mm-hmm.
and we are so confused. People don't know what is right from left. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, everybody is very being shaken by this, but we don't know an alternative. And if we don't even know if this alternative is better, so we are not able to say what is fake, what is real. This is how bad fake news or fakeness in a human being is, because it is too identical to the truth. So it takes the gift of the Holy Spirit to
Mhm.
detect sickness and to detect um, fake people in your life. So we
Mhm.
need a lot of awareness. We need a lot of exposure. We need a lot of social intelligence, social competence also to distinguish the fakeness or fake news from the real thing. Right.
Thank you so very much. I thank you and I appreciate all of you. Yes, today someone says, I smell this conversation is going to be a good one. Hello, ladies. Hello, Maury. Yes, we have been informed that we are daring with this conversation, but I think that we think that it's a very important conversation, and that's why we are daring to have this conversation. But, ma'am, tell us, why is it even our business as social workers to talk about this kind of have this kind of conversations? Why?
Well, it better be our business because we have seen ships sinking. You know, we have seen families going down the drain. We have seen marriages break because of fakeness, because the foundation of that marriage was in the first place very shaky because of pretense, because of fakeness. People pretending, people marrying people thinking they are this, and after being in a marriage, you come to find out that all this was fake. People are faked to be having financial stability. People are faked to be elites. People are faked to be business owners and CEOs. People are faked to be anything that maybe a perspective suitor or a brand wants to hear. So this is an example because when we talk about fakeness, we should look at it holistic in all areas, not only in terms of fake news from US or fake news from Facebook or face, all these chain messages being sent around. We also have fake pastors. We have fake men and women of God. And this is so disgusting because real, genuine people are suffering. Some people are thinking this is too be true, but you end up finding out very bad information about some people, and you come to know that it's even a scandal. You see, people are faking to we had a story in South Africa where a certain, in I say it in brackets, a certain man of God pretending to raise people from the dead. This took us by surprise. So it's that band with fakeness. So why have we made it our business? Is because our clients that we take care of are suffering. We have people that are giving money every day to fake people. We have I don't know the names. We have these money minting businesses like I don't know Bitcoin or whatever. I hear there is the real one, the real Bitcoin. There is the fake one. So people don't know what is right or wrong, and because of this, our clients are really suffering. Our children, our youth are being entangled. They are being enticed by all these flashing bling bling things, and they end up getting into problems, and it leads to depression. It leads to being put in prison because of these 419, these frowns. It leads to people parting. It leads to friends being enemies. It means it breaks up a congregation because of fakeness of some people among the congregation in a church. So it is in a company.
I'm going to come there again before you continue, ma'am. You said something very important that our clients are being affected by this, and
Yes,
that's the reason why we are having this conversation, because it affects the lives of our clients. And this
yes,
takes me also to another conversation before I get to another question. I welcome all those who are here. Cheryl and Dasi says that fakeness is everywhere, so much so that people tend to believe the fakeness as opposed to real people. And then, of course, Mary Eno Magi says, I have a question. What about fake nature? Ma'am, send your questions. If you have a question, we are here to answer those questions. Thank you very much for all those who are here. Thank you for sharing the link with friends. You are all amazing, and thank you for giving us the gift of your time. What can we do without you? Remember the Ubuntu spirit. We are because you are. Thank you very much, and we appreciate you, ma'am. coming back to our clients, we have clients that arrived in Germany, changed their identities, and now have other names. These are clients, these are people who came here and had to change their names, their age, their date of birth, whatever, and even lied that they didn't have any certificate. We're still talking about fakeness.
Mhm.
And now they are living in a country like Germany with all the opportunities that is in this country, but they are unable to make use of the opportunities because of that hidden skeleton in the box. Ma'am, tell us more. How now can we help? How do we help this client who is living himself in fakeness and even believing, if we are not careful, they start believing their fakeness that it is true?
So yeah, actually, this is one of the reasons why we chose to cover this topic today. Basically, because of our clients who walk in every day into our offices, who pick their phone to call us, because of the people we are mentoring, we are coaching, because of the people and the experiences from the trainings that we both do. So this is one of the reasons why we decided to cover this topic. Now, there are some different reasons that lead people to be fake. And one of the reasons what makes people to be fake is because of the rejection. So if people are rejected somewhere in life, it could be even as a child, it could be in a relationship, it could be in a clique of friends because you are not up to the expectant norms and standards. So you try to fake to be like that. Let's just look at sorry to say, us putting on fake hair, Brazilian hair. It's because we have been trained from childhood that if you have long hair, it's beauty. It's what the media has been faking to us, showing us what the expression of beauty is. And in the process, we go out of our ways. We go to an extent of buying things for hair for Brazilian hair for 700 or straight hair for 1,000 or 2,000, so that we can look, we can belong, so that we can also be accepted, maybe by a suitor, because this is what the beauty world has described to be beautiful, and not short hair. By the way, I respect all Black women who walk with their natural short hair. Don't joke with those women because there is some power in them. They have overcome something. So if you're out there with short black hair, you Black woman, I respect you. Now, when this happens, then people tend to want to belong. And if you see that you are not belonging, you try to want to reach these standards that will make you fit in that category. And in the process, you will not be yourself. We are talking here to them because of our experiences of fakeness. And I'm happy that we have overcome some certain things so that we can also share with them. When I was researching more about fakeness, I came to find out that people who decide not to be fake, they have been somewhere and they found that it wasn't comfortable. So this is one of the reasons why we want to talk about fakeness, and we also want to motivate our viewers, our clients, to be alert about fake people so that they can really lead a genuine life, because fakeness life can be very challenging and it can put you under pressure, and at the end of the day you may end up going into depression, you may end up going behind bars in prison, you may be eaten, you may even live all your life and double life. And this double life is very challenging. It's not healthy for anyone. So let's just try to be genuine. Let's try to be authentic. Let's try to be ourselves, because this is the opposite of fakeness. All those relatives of fakeness we talked about, if we look, we are doing this program so that we can revert, we can be authentic. Even if you are broke, you say, I am broke. I don't have money, and you are proud of it. If you have debts, if you have debts, you can also say, I have debts, but I want help to come out of these debts. and not always to pretend to be madam, to be oga, to be high, but there is nothing in your pocket. You are just suffering. You have no food. So this is, we want to train our community. We want to coach our community, our viewers, our friends to be genuine. This is the most important thing. Thank you.
I just like the way you're saying it. We want people to be genuine, and we want people, our clients especially, to be genuine. And you say you're living fake lives, and it is really a distraction for themselves. I encountered a lady. I told you this story, who was supposed to come to the office so that we have some conversation and counseling on how to do some work and to help her. And then while she's talking, she's telling me how she's a businesswoman, she's having already a structure, what she's doing, and amazing things that she has been doing. And I'm saying, well, that is so great. And now, how can we work together as partners? When I hear you're a business person, then I don't want to work with you like a client or like an employee. So I said, okay, how do we work now, collaborate and work like partners? And then she said, in our conversation, I think she forgot that she already told me she had a business. And then she said, but I've come so that you should help me and let me know how to establish myself. Then,
Mhm.
she had forgotten. And then there's a German word that says that a Lüge haben kurze Beine. So,
Yes.
like to say, lies got very short legs, if we would translate that word to word. Ma'am, if you were the counselor at this time, how would you go about with this lady? Is it in your
Well,
place to say, hey, stop the lies and be true and be real? What would you say? How would you bring this message?
well, we have steps to take. If you detect that this is fakeness, this is a lie, this is ingenuine, whatever the person is saying, this is not real. We have sent, initially we said that there are some social IQs that we named. And
Mm,
the first social IQ is to detect, is the ability to detect the trustworthiness or the genuinity or the realness of that thing. Now, there are two things to do. The first thing is, you can, if you can choose to put up with the behavior of a fake person, in this case this either client or friend, or number two, you can do something, and by doing something you will try to change that person to be authentic. In this case now, you could have, yeah, there are different ways you could have gone about it, and you can still think if it's still valid. I don't know how old the case is. You can try to tell this person that, but you told me yesterday that you already have an establishment, and today you are talking about me canceling you or me giving you ideas how you can establish your company. You remind somebody of the things this person has said yesterday, and as you keep on talking, you be straight. Actually, you say, you even tell this person how uncomfortable you are with lies. Now, maybe I can give you an example of how I've gone through some lies in my company, and then you can see if it can help you. Sometimes a client will walk into the office straight, and they will start, I will welcome you, and they are very happy to see me as a black person in an office, and they will now start telling me all kind of stories. Sometimes I see these stories not handing up. Come on, we have some profession. We have been trained to detect some certain things, but we just don't just blast a person straight. But for me, what I have seen is, I've decided to tell people, stop keeping me busy. If you need my help, tell me the truth. However bitter, whatever, however wrong this story is, I can help you. It is easy than you taking a lot of time, telling me a lot of lies, and these lies, I will cancel you depending on what you tell me. And me, you yourself, because you know the truth, you know that what I'm going to cancel you will not help you because you haven't told me the truth. And sometimes I look at the face of the people, I feel that, oh, this has really touched them, but they are afraid, they are ashamed to come out of their shelves again. So sometimes I break a training session and I tell them, think about it. Think about the consequences of what you're telling me. Think about how you really want to help me. If you want to continue telling me lies and me to cancel you, and depending on these lies, I am going to do it. But mind you, you have another option. You can choose to tell me the truth, the real truth, however messy the case is, and we try to mold it, to stitch it again together so that you can come out of this problem. So I give them a break. I give them another appointment. I tell them, come next week on Wednesday. Maybe by then you will have thought. And 90% of the people that have given this chance to go and reflect and think again, they either come in during the week and they tell me, Ma, this is, I'm sorry, I was told to tell you this, or I thought by telling you this, it will be better, or I am afraid that I'll get into more trouble by saying the truth. So at the end of either way, they somehow come out, or they show me that they are very remorseful for their life, which they don't really need to, because I am a professional and I know maybe they are trying to decorate, sugarcoat their case so that I can help them. So this is an example how I've dealt with fakeness or lies in my counseling session.
Thank
Now,
you. Mhm.
I want to add one more last thing. The biggest area where I've found that lies and fakeness is still existing is in the area of Christianity, in churches, among Christians. This is a real big problem, and we have to take a lot of courage because there is a lot of hierarchy in churches. So sometimes, your superiors are saying the lie, they are not saying the truth, and because of the training you've received, you don't know how to begin to tell this person you are saying the truth. But slowly we are getting empowered, inspired to call a spade, and not a big spoon, to call a lie and say this is not right, so let's go on this way. And the last sentence to this answer is, if you decide to shun a fake person, if you decide to tell a person who is not authentic, you are not authentic, be prepared for harshness. Be prepared that that person will be angry and may even act aggressive. Be prepared that this person can quit the friendship. Be prepared that this person can paint you outside to be somebody who you are not. So you have to be prepared of all these consequences. But as we say, no risk, no glory. Let's shun fakeness and let's be true, truth-speaking people, and let's stand for the real things. This is the best way out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And I'm thanking Teresa Geoffrey, who is here, and she brought up some points. I go for the point that it is talking about the reasons why people live that fake life or want to lie. And she says there are different reasons. One of them is survival. Abraham lied that Sarah was his sister, Genesis chapter 20. I like the quotation of the Bible. David pretends to be mad. 1 Samuel 21, verse 13. Two, people lie because of misinformation, e.g., change of names in Germany. And three, as a character. And four, as a way of sorting their ego. Five, personality. Ma'am, I want to take one part of it because we can't go into all the details of the conversation. Thank you, Trisha, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ma'am, because many Christians may say this and may use this since we've touched that topic today, and that's one of the reasons why we are talking this. She says survival. Abraham lied that Sarah was his sister. Can we use this to justify fakeness? It's
It's
a brief answer. Thank you.
yes, it's really, we can't use this to justify, but it's examples of even some in the Bible where great people have learned to survive or to go somewhere. But if we go through these verses further, there was no need for this. This is what I want to say. If we
Yes.
read this Bible verse further, it is telling us there was no need for
Mhm.
Abraham to lie that Sarah was his sister.
That's true.
Um, we have so many examples. Now, down, I think the person who wrote this was Trisha. She said that people lie for different reasons in this country. They change names because they have been given the wrong information. They change nationalities because of survival. Now, there is something even in the Bible that is called restitution. It is a mistake to make a mistake, but it's a mistake. It is not a mistake to repeat a mistake. It is an intentional thing. It is not a mistake anymore. The Bible, the same Bible talks of restitution. It talks of repairing what you have gone wrong. The moment you know this is wrong, you have to try to restitute what is restitutable. If you stole somebody's money and you come to know that what you did is wrong, and you still have this money somewhere, go and get this money returned to this person. If you frowned on somebody, if somebody gave him, I'm in a group of African women somewhere, and somebody wrote that somebody who is shipping things to Africa was shipped a whole container, and me and you know what it takes for someone to pick some things and to pay for shipping costs to send to the families back home to Africa. And this container arrives, and these people are never, the things never reach the destination. This is when I remember how my clients that I deal with struggle to get 1 cent of their money. It pains me to know that one person is collecting money from so many people, or collecting property from people who are in need, who are not rich. It's really bad. That's why we talk of restitution. So we can't talk of fakeness. We can't talk of turning around and not talk of restitution. So if it is possible, restitute, and then you will be in peace. Now, one sister has said, once fake, fake forever. Mind you, it is, there is some truth in it. But as a believer, I believe that you can take a turn around. Once you realize that, or once you realize on your own, or somebody tells you that what you are doing is fake, is not right, you still have a chance to go around. It may be difficult. There might be some pitfalls. You may fall down again to these lies, but there is a way of coming out of fake life. Be yourself. There is the joy of being yourself and not being a fraudulent or a fake person. So we can see, if I can read that, yes, what my senior pastor, Pastor Femi Ololu Femi, is saying, there are so many fake pastors, even in the body of Christ. This is wonderful. I talked of this, and these people are leaders. And we said in one of our conversations that those who copy us as leaders, they don't ask for permission. They just do because we are examples. That's why we have to be very careful of what we do, because we're having so many followers that we are not aware of. So when you're faking as a leader, know that you're faking, you're training a whole generation to be fake. So we talked of leaders of integrity, and that's why we are handling this topic, because this is what we want in our community. Thank you. We are not hearing you.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Thank you very much, ma'am. The conversation is an amazing one, and we are seeing people really, really giving time for it. Teresa Chan says the world is fake. Maintaining it is expensive, time consuming, and it always sounds and looks appealing. Anything that is tangling is fake, and the only original thing is that which is inside, and unless it is positively manifest on the outside, the fakeness, falsehood will still prevail. Let us be us, be you, I am me. Thank you so very much. And ma'am, how do we deal with being me, being you, in a world that is full of fakeness, in a world that everything around surrounding you is fake? You mentioned two things. You spoke about intuition and you spoke about the gift of the Holy Spirit to detect exactly the gift, the discernment to discern which gift and which spirit are in the individuals. My question is, what about those who really don't have this gift of intuition and who are not Christians in that way, so that they can have the Holy Spirit to detect? Is there any other way you can smell, you can feel, you can just know? Is there a way we can counsel the people and say, when you feel, when you see this and this, you can know? Abimelech was lucky enough to have a dream that was revealed that the wife that he was of Abraham, someone who just took the example, was not his wife, his sister was his wife. Is there any other way we can get to know, to identify, just in a few ways, a part of this intuition? And for Christians, you said the Holy Spirit. Are there any other skills we can learn to detect such people?
I think the first thing is, the best thing is actually to keep away from fake people. If you realize people are fake, that is the best thing, because they drain your energy. They are very time consuming. They can overtake you without noticing. So the first advice that I can give is avoid fake people, avoid fake news, avoid consciously reject reading things. I reject watching CNN. I don't watch CNN. I want to read a newspaper. I want to research some information because I don't know what is fake and what is right sometimes. So another, now back to your question is, and you fake people, how you can detect fake people? They are very manipulative. They have learned lip service. They can render lip service. They are so manipulative. And if you see someone is insisting and over insisting on something and trying to paint something to be what it maybe not is, not what it is. This is fakeness, right? And it is very misleading, because some people will say, okay, most salespeople are very manipulative because what they are selling is fake. Especially those even who call you on the phone. I'm not here to spoil anybody's business, but you know that some people never give up. If they want to get you, they will get you. So this is it. But I would also want to spend time in telling us how we can deal with fakeness. And I said the first thing is to stay away from fake people. Number two is to trust your inner self, your intuition, because your intuition is always right. It is always a way of letting us know that something is not right somewhere. So the other thing is to keep distance. You just keep fake people out of your life. And you can also limit your engagement with fake people. If you already detect there's something that is not adding up, you consciously decide to limit your engagement, or to stay, to ignore them even. You ignore them, and the more you keep on ignoring them, because you've realized that they will feel so uncomfortable and they will disappear on their own, because they are very toxic and dangerous. So the fake people are always trying to prove something to themselves and to others. So let's try to interact less, mingle less with fake people if possible. Now, the last thing that I want to say is, you can point out, you can try to inform this fake person. Now, if you choose the path of helping these fake people out of this fakeness, is to point it out, to tell them that you don't appreciate the fact that they are not genuine, the fact that they are not authentic, the fact that they are sending you always fake information, the fact that they are not real. If it is they are wearing whatever they are fake things to appear to be to be something else, Just try to bring them back to their originality, maybe appreciate them in their natural beauty. If it is about fake things or fake body parts, just tell them, appreciate the way you've been created, you're still beautiful. And just like narcissistic people, you can't fix chronic liars, you can't fix chronic fake people because they are liars, unless themselves they reach a stage where they want to turn around. This is the two that we talked about. And the last point is, if you notice that you are not able to deal with, to tell these people off or to correct them yourself, you can ask for someone who is close to you or important in your life, or a professional, for advice. And you can relate the behavior of this person, and then this person, because he or she is a trusted person and a genuine person, will try and advise you how to go about this matter. So don't fight with it alone. Don't be a victim of fake people. If you notice that something is feeling, if you get a Yankee feeling in your belly about somebody or about something, it's highly unlikely that you are wrong. This is what my life experience has taught me. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. I thank you very much for this conversation, and I just want to appreciate you all here. You're so amazing, and the comments that are coming in, we can't get every comment being placed here, but be sure that we are seeing some of them. We're going to react to them or respond to them, maybe even after. But we appreciate you. Thank you for the contribution, Teresa. Stan says the greatest enemy of the inner you that leads to fakeness is one, yourself, two, yourself, and three, yourself. If you are able to keep away from yourself three times, then no one can influence you with their fakeness. Thank you so very much, ma'am. We appreciate your presence here. And Moria Okwere says that unfortunately, a fake life is intended to please others, but not yourself. When you decide to live authentically, you make a choice to accept yourself, including your flaws and strength. That is totally okay. Ma'am, tell us how okay it is to just be okay the way we are.
Actually, let me surprise my viewers. To be authentic, to be you is so simple, and it is it is you feel relieved, because fakeness, like my pastor, Pastor Ololufemi Belinda said, fakeness can cause physical and spiritual death. It's so strenuous to be fake, because you have to be upgrading your fakeness to maintain it. Um, I'm just laughing because it's really. I just remember once I was telling a group of boys, "This is a lie," and now you started lying from a very long time, and it's so strenuous because you have to be so creative every time. And the fact that I know that you are lying, you always have to be very innovative with your lies, and it's so strenuous for you. I pity you. Stop this. Be yourselves. Don't be pleasers. Don't want to win girls by pretending not to be what you are. These were just young people that I was telling. And at a certain time, they came and they told me, "Mom, you are very right, because now we are ourselves, and we came to find out that those girls were fake." So I'm not here to attack girls, but I'm saying that many fake people, they are looking for recognition, for acceptance, and it is so strenuous. And anybody accepting you because you are not real is also not real. So be yourself. Get names. Like in my family, they know I say the truth. When I travel back home, I just say things. And some of them, because maybe they are not trained, and I was like that also when I was there, they were not trained to be themselves. So you always have to please people, especially if your parents are maybe religious leaders. So the children have to lead lives that they have to pretend they are holy, they are this and this. You don't need to. Be yourself, because you get so relieved. Some people are having stomach ulcers because of lies. You have to keep on upgrading your fakeness. Yes, Priscilla, I say upgrading fakeness is so time, energy, and money consuming. We're having a lot of our friends. This social media life is making our people go into depression because they have to dress to catch up with the styles on Facebook. Be yourself, be simple. Lead a simple, normal life. You are appreciated. If it's your partner, you are leading a fake life for a certain partner to accept you, that partner is not the right one for you. Whoever who is going to accept you with your one trouser or one skirt is a genuine partner.
Ma'am, I have to come in here. So
Yes.
you are telling us that actually people who are living fake is because they want to please other people.
Most of the time, there is something they're after. They
Mhm.
want either acceptance or to please, to get recognition or to win something, to become something, what they are not. But genuine people, they don't need to please anybody because they know this is them. Then there is nothing else you will find out about these people. They don't have double lives. So they are simple. If it is in their house, they are in that house, and with whatever they can afford. They must not go for extra credits or doing extra frowned businesses to buy a house. Because why do you need to have such a house if you know that you will not be sleeping, because those people that you frowned with can shoot you or can come anytime and torment you? You better stay in your one room apartment and you're having a 9-hour sleep than to live in a bungalow that is built by things that you are not correct and you can't even sleep for 1 hour. Or having that wife that you cheated, that you are this and this, and every time you have to be upgrading your fakeness so that you can continue maintaining her. The day she's going to know who you are, she will leave you because she's not meant for you in the first place. So this is why we are saying that fakeness is so strenuous, and we don't need it. We need simple lives. We are wonderful the way we are. Leading a fake life is somebody is having a complex. You are a complex. You're having an inferiority complex. Style up. Be yourself. And most of these fake people are manipulators. You know, there are some people in organizations, because they want, maybe some people, they want to win people's attention. They are going to sugarcoat, they will be doing extra fake things so that people can come to their institutions. And they will use, and they are gifted. They have this gift in not gifted by God, but by the evil spirit. They have this gift to gather people, and then you misuse people. And one day people are going to find out your real self, who you are. You are staging a show. You are a comedian. And when you are not on the stage, people are going to know your true self. So stop being comedians. Stop being showmakers. Stop being leading double life. Be yourself. And it's going to be simple. So it's, yes. So Pastor Femi Olulufemi is saying living a fake life is a product of failure or inferiority complex. Thank you
Bingo.
very much, Pastor. It has to be said raw for people to understand. So remove those Brazilian hair, keep your short hair, remove those extra things that you are mounting so that you can fit in the business or in the beauty world. Be yourself. This is what we want to see. And most of the people around you know you are fake, but they don't have the guts to tell you you are fake. So they just let you continue spending your money to get recognition. And at the end of the day, you don't go getting this recognition. We talked about these things, this colonial mentality of definition, what beauty is.
Now we are going to come to that. Let's answer the question of our one. Someone is asking one free. If I don't like someone, should I show them that I don't like them, or be fake and smile, please?
Don't fake and don't smile. We send is if it is your intuition that is telling you that no, not to this person. Follow your intuition first. There is something that is leading to this. Unless you are just a born troublemaker who is just hating people, I don't think that naturally the way God has created us, we are social. Human beings are a social species. We are meant to be with each other. So if you see something is not adding up to a certain person, don't just watch and observe. Slow down. There could be some red flags that your spirit and this spirit of this person is not in adding up with. There could be a reason.
Thank you.
Try to counter check what that could be.
Yes, thank you very much. So I think that it is important to really be able to you must not say, hey, I don't want you, like if you're causing a problem, but the intuition within you will tell you something is wrong. It's okay to be able to say no to some relationships. It's okay to leave some places. It's very fine not to be friends with everybody. So we are not born to be friends with everybody. So take the courage not to be, by all means. So Liz, you're welcome. Thank you so very much. And Liz says, I totally agree. Fakeness stems from a place of needing approval because we feel we lack, and the only way parading fake selves, fake accent, fake abilities. I think, sorry for laughing, but this is a very serious conversation here. I think the true healing comes from accepting we are enough and don't need the approval of the fake world anyway. Most people need love and guidance through healing. What an amazing way to bring back this topic in a fine way. Being enough. I remember I had a conversation when I went to Cameroon. So years back, I had my afro, and one of my friends looked at me and said, Vera, do you know if you get into a hall now where there is a seminar, you will be the attraction of the day? And I'm like, why? And she said, because you are the most natural person I have seen for decades now. And so you're going to become the attraction of the day because everyone is being fake. But you are the only one for years now that I've seen that has kept the hair like they are, that have not put on the makeups excessively, that have not attached anything, and you're just being you. But I responded, because I have nothing to lose. I only have to give to people, so nothing to lose. Ma'am, we are rounding up the conversation. And Liz gave us a good word. She said, be enough. We are enough. How enough can we be to feel that we should not, and to stay in our true authenticity, to be really true, to be who God say we are, to live that life, to fulfill the very purpose for which we are called, instead of wanting the approval of other people, wanting to be like other people. And this wanting to be like other people, in a long run, we start feeling as though it is true, even when it is not true. So that, like the Germans would say, Lüge haben kurze Beine. We start discovering them even in front of us. Ma'am, how can we help people to know that they are enough?
By talking openly about those topics that are never spoken in our lives, in our community. This topic today, when we brought up this topic, when we started spreading out, many people wrote to us saying it takes the grace of God for you two ladies to come up with this topic that has been made almost sacred. We are going to talk about most deemed sacred topics. They are not sacred topics, but they have been made untouchable by those manipulators who don't want us to talk about the real thing. So I want to, my final sentence on this, Ma, is like, we are okay the way we are. We've been created by our creator the way we are. So by trying to change some certain things, actually we are challenging, we are not appreciative, and we are challenging. So, and it's just a temporary thing. It's not a permanent thing. By you yourself, you are going to remain. We have seen people put bleaching products. They are fake. These bleaching products, sometimes the skin rebels. And when it starts rebelling, you are going to be, if you are dark, you're even going to be darker than you were before, and with flecks, with some scars all over. So you end up looking like you have been burnt. So this is how far all these things can go with that. So we are not here only to talk about bleaching, about wigs, about fake. We have so many things that I don't want even to mention, those fake things that people are doing. We have a question if wearing wig if wearing wigs makes person fake. Of course, you know that hair it's a style, it's your decision, ma. But we know the origin of this hair. It's because we have been trained that when we have curly hair or when we have long falling hair, it's what is called as, it is what is being seen as beauty. It depends on the motive you are having when you are wearing that hair. If you are wearing that hair because you just feel that you want to change a season, just like as I am having a scarf on my end now, because I just felt like having a scarf, I don't want maybe to comb my hair, or I just think that I'm better off today with this, that motive is okay. But if you're wearing a wig so that you can look like, I don't know, Beyonce, or I don't even know all these stars, I don't know them by name because I don't belong in that area. So if you are wearing a wig maybe to look like Lady Gaga, then you know you are faking, because Lady Gaga is not real. Anything that I've ever heard of this lady is not real. The life she is leading is not, the stage life is not real. There is another Lady Gaga. They say, I don't even know her real name. I would have mentioned her real name. I believe that Lady Gaga is a stage name, her artist name. But there is that humble girl that was born by her mother. That is the one maybe we should copy, and not this stage one. So let the society, let social media, let's trying to win or to get something, not fakers. Let us not fake to be accepted men and women of God. If we are in this area of ministry, let us be ourselves. If you don't speak in terms, leave it until you get the visitation of the Holy Spirit. Pray with the language that you can. You don't need to copy whatever. I don't know who I can say. Don't speak. Don't twang. Speak in your own language. Speak with your natural accent, like me. If you grew up like in a village, it shows that you've been brought up with a certain language. Don't pretend to be who you are not, because by doing this, you are just training yourself, and this is not right. And you are surrounding people, you are surrounding those you are fake, and this is short-lived. Yeah, so let us try to be real and genuine. If we are real, we'll be genuine, and the world will be a better place to live at.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I really I just can't stop the laughing. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of our program. We'll continue the conversation next week. And please do not forget to love our pages and our work, what we are doing. We appreciate you all. And have a nice evening. We do not want to take much of your time. We want to stay real and not fake. So we said 1 hour, and it's already 1 hour, and we are staying on that. Thank you so very much for joining our conversation today, ladies and gentlemen. It was such an amazing time with you, and we are privileged to have you. We meet again next week with another conversation of fakeness, and this time send your questions ahead of time. So let's see what is real fake and what is true. Today we had a general view of fakeness so that we just get into the conversation, and next week we're going to be very detailed. God bless you and take good care of yourself. Mom, you want to say something again?
Thank you very much. We are hoping to see you next week with another wonderful topic, and send us topics because we are here because of you. No risk, no glory. So let's call a spade and not a big spoon. Thank you
Thank,
very much.
thank you so very much and stay well. God bless you. Be safe out there. Bye bye.